The key to qualifying button bashers every time is mastery of these things: positioning, possession, panning, and patience. Whenever I lose on button bashers, it's often because of poor positioning and chasing after the opponent and not knowing when to let them take the point and not quickly resetting and getting ready for the next one. This is known as tunneling, which is the act of focusing on one thing rather than your surroundings, which is a surefire way of increasing the gap between you and your opponents. If your opponent is near the button and you're not, you should let your opponent take the button and position yourself near the center. The center allows you to see half the map, and if that half's buttons isn't on, then you know you should go to the other side. And knowing when to let your opponent take a point and when to go for it is the key to qualifying on this map. When you're about to approach a button, rather than jumping on top of it, dive on top of it. Diving is much faster and the buttons can actually pop you back up, which can allow you to keep on moving. Also, if the fan button is actually lit, diving onto it means the fan won't blow you away to the other side unexpectedly. And if you want to take one thing away from this video, make sure to constantly move your camera. It's so that you are aware of your surroundings and also where your opponent is on the map. Knowing how to traverse this map by using the fans, bridges, and tower is something that can't be understated. Knowing when to use what, depending on where you are on the map, is so crucial. If you need to go to the other side of the map, the fans can be of great assistance. Or if you need to go to the button that's on the other side of the bridge, just jump dive onto the bridge and then jump onto the button rather than say going around the bridge. Or if the low gravity section is turned on, go into it and then jump onto the button. Finding ways of getting to the other side of the map as quickly as possible is something that can help you get the edge on your opponent. If you're on top of the tower and none of the 3 buttons in front of you is lit, then you know to turn back around. Constantly moving your camera is a habit that you need to develop in order to win in this map. A powerful tip I can give you is cutting your opponents off when they're on the bridge or when they're about to go on the fan can be immensely powerful. And this can actually allow you to get to the button and also ruin their positioning at the same time. If your opponent is waiting on the button, they're actually trying to challenge you to go for the button before they can get to it. Don't go to it. They're just trying to bait you into it, which then could ruin your positioning. This is all to say that positioning yourself as king and knowing when to let your opponent take the button is uber important. Panning your camera is necessary and diving onto the buttons is the way to go. And knowing how to use the obstacles creatively will take time and practice, but you'll be getting wins in no time. Thank you for 20 subscribers by the way, and make sure to subscribe.